Good morning. Arya, Stephen, and Christina will be presenting SociEmoti Game App. Have you ever been somewhere you didn't know anyone and tried to spark up a conversation? Over 78 million diagnosed with autism struggle communicating and making friends. We identified this problem when my brother and I went to a family friend's birthday party who has autism and noticed he only had one friend. Because there's no cure for autism, students with autism are 3 times more likely to be bullied than neurotypical students, and almost 42% of Americans with autism never worked for pay in their early 20s. We wanted to help him and others with autism receive more respect. Stephen asked Arya to join us. After observing kids with autism in online and book research, we learned they struggle making friends and gaining employment because they may have trouble reading facial expressions and may not be equipped with the words to use. We then created a national survey for parents of children with autism before inventing a game app called SociEmoti, which is a fusion of the words social and emotional. It teaches social, emotional, and communication skills. Let's play. What would you do if you were playing outside with classmates? If you choose steal the ball, then a red angry emoji appears and a message says, I'm sorry. If you decide not to say anything, then a blue sad emoji appears and a message says, next time call for the ball. If you select call for the ball, then 2 yellow happy smiling faces appear. Hope you had fun.
This chart shows why the competition can't compete with SociEmoti, because Google, Amazon, and USPTO.gov searches show no direct competition, and trademark and wordmark searches conducted by a law school clinic produce the same results. The columns contain the closest competitors, like apps teaching either social or emotional skills. The rows are the features or survey respondents desired. All competitors are missing at least 2 of these features. SociEmoti is the only one incorporating skill levels and faces changing color to highlight emotion.
Next slide, please.
Our research and survey results confirm a game app would be the best way to help. Research sponsored by the Gates Foundation concluded 73% of teachers use digital games and 55% of teachers said special ed students benefit the most from digital games. From our survey, we learned over 70% of parents of Americans with autism allow kids to play games on an app, compared with 11% for tabletops and console games and 4% for internet games, so we eliminated the less popular options. Also, over 80% said they want their kids to try our game. Next.
To maximize time and impact, we improved upon our design building process with the help of experts. For example, after interviewing a director of special ed and an autism organization, we learned we needed game features like more realistic scenarios. We also had a market research team review our first most viable product, or MVP survey. When our second MVP survey wasn't providing actionable answers, we added open-ended questions to our survey. Because it takes more time to tweak and test codes, we decided to brainstorm game scenes first, and then created scenes on storyboards used to get feedback from Americans with autism, special ed teachers, and speech pathologists before scenes were programmed. Christina asked our Girls Who Code advisor to recommend a programming platform. He suggests Xcode.
Next slide, please. This table shows the refinements to our app after 5 rounds of testing. The first column identifies the groups like speech pathologists who reviewed our game, and the middle column lists the recommendations like adding audible voices. The last column outlines the steps taken to improve our game, like simplifying words. Since the National Innovation Challenge, Christina visited students at a school dedicated to serving Americans with autism to garner feedback on prior refinements. Christina also presented the game to a psychologist who will be providing comments.
Next slide, please. SociEmoti will be profitable among 5 million parents of Americans with autism. Its net profit ratio is 71%. These sales and profits don't include our secondary market, public schools required to fund special ed, nor private schools nor private schools specialized in special eds, nor the fact that autism is the fastest growing developmental disability, increased 119% from 2000 to 2010. Once SociEmoti is translated in other languages, it will generate more income because it will be purchased for iOS and Android devices globally. Autism is prevalent at a higher rate among people in Japan, the UK, Sweden, and Denmark, and countries like China and India have more children with autism than the US. In 2019, EdTech was a $76 billion industry worldwide. After additional refinements to SociEmoti, anyone who has trouble with social skills or preparing for job interviews could be end users. Thank you for listening about SociEmoti, helping people with autism reach their full potential. It's game on!
Oh, thank you so much. I know you only got 3 minutes and 30 seconds for Q&A. We'll invite our advisors. If they have any question, they can ask now. Yeah, do you have any question? Yes?
Yeah, thank you and congratulations to all the team. You've said you were thinking about translating the app to other languages for other parts of the world. Is like the colors and the visual aspect of the apps, would it be affected as well in other culture and not just language, but visual language as well? Would it change appearance from country to another?
Sorry.
Yes, the visual appearance would also change, and also we would think about changing the characters to look similar to the kids in that specific country. So if we have, for example, a kid in India, will make the kids either in all the main character or all the kids in the slide to look Indian.
Thank you. You still got 2 minutes for Q&A. If we have another question. Yeah, Monica?
Hi guys. Really amazing, thoughtful project. What I liked a lot is how much you delved into the process of asking questions, getting feedback, getting your prototype out there. I'm just curious, what do you think was your biggest discovery in that part of your design process?
I think our biggest discovery was when I went to a like a venture capital firm, and I met some adults through that program, and I learned that those adults were very willing to help me, who had resources, and they were willing to provide those resources to support our game app and our journey, and that was really insightful for me.
Thank you. Vaishali, do you have any questions?
Yeah, thank you. That was a fantastic presentation and really helpful, because I go to school and I deal with the students. We do have a lot of students, as you say. So what difficulties did you face while going through this? What kind of difficulties did you face? Did you, where the parents, or when you're taking the feedback, were they ready to give, or at the beginning they were like, no, we do not want to give any information. We do not want to disclose that our child is like this, something like that.
Well, initially, oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead, Ari.
Okay, all right. Initially, when we were going through the testing process and when we were trying to garner feedback from different individuals, we thought we only had to go through children with autism, but we then realized that we also had to go through speech pathologists, teachers, behavioral analysts, psychologists, and parents, more importantly. So.
Okay, great. Thank you very much.